don't want to say to a little girl. I got tons. Like, listen then. I know. Look, okay, I learned this the hard way, so this is a little bit of advice from me to you, okay? And I just say that because we've all been drinking, we all been having a good time, and we got to get home. And I understand how that works, but I learned it the hard way, and if I can share with you guys and it helps, so be it, you know? But if you don't need it, whatever. Cops hate when you touch their faces, but this will work. Okay, pay attention, gentlemen, pay attention. When you're driving home, you know how the cop pulls you over and they do that, like that flashlight and all the windows, and they distract you and you're nervous, and then they're on top of you. We're like, you know why I pulled you over? And you're like, oh, wait, I don't know, this is what you do, okay? When you see the lights go on, that's when I want you to start taking deep breaths. Calm down, relax. You're in control, okay? He'll be shining the flashlight, and when he comes up to it and he goes, excuse me, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Don't answer that first one. Don't you stare. But you just stare straight ahead. Now the power switch, you're in control. He's confused, disoriented. Whoa, whoa, why isn't this guy answering me? Is he deaf? That's what I want you to let him ask you again. Excuse me, sir, do you know why I pulled you? This is what I want you to do, okay? Bold, powerful, confidential. Take your finger, put it to his lips and go shh, shh, and let him know gently so he knows you're in control. Stroke his mustache just and then take off. He'll be on the side of the road for 15 minutes. I need to watch my kids by myself. I'm not going to understand that. I'm man enough to own up to that. The reason why I don't have the patience that women have. Your patience is unbelievable. You guys could be the kid. Go back to reading a book. Then you can go smile, get on the phone. I can't do that. I really get upset. I try to be nice. I try to start off nice when I'm trying to discipline my kids or tell them what to do. Hey, no, don't. Hey, come here, get off. Hey, no, look at me now. Hey, put the thing. Hey, no, put that. Hey, come here because you're not a. Hey, mother. But I'll punch you in the guy, please. My kids press my buttons. Kids make you angry. Kids can make you angry. I don't know why. My son. I'm going to tell you what my son does. It make me laugh. My son get mad. He threw a temper. This is my son throwing a temper. So it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what it means, but it scares me. All right, it's scary. I got scared. One day I thumped him. Stop. I threw his equilibrium off. He didn't know what to do. My daughter's a different ballgame though. I don't know why, but my daughter got me wrapped around her finger. She's spoiled. I spoil her on purpose. I'm that crazy thing though. She knows she got me wrapped around her finger. She know how to play me and her mom against each other. It's amazing to me. Like the other day, she came into the room. She hit me with the soft voice. She was like, Dad, can I have a cookie? I was like, yeah, baby, come on, let's go get a cookie. I grabbed my daughter's hand. I started walking towards the kitchen to get a cookie. Out of nowhere, all I heard was this: don't give her no cookie. It scared me. I didn't know what to do. I just stopped. I stayed still because I didn't know who said it. I was like, Jesus, why would you say that she can have a cookie? I'm going to tell you how smart my daughter is. My daughter's so smart. She didn't fall out. She didn't have a tantrum. My daughter looked at me. She was like, Dad, I thought you was the man of the house. When she said that, I didn't know what to do. So I got mad. I snapped at her like, what she mean she can't have no damn cookie? Well, why would you buy the cookies if can't nobody have a cookie? I'm shutting the whole cookie operation down. That's what I did. You know how I shut it down? I got the cookies, got a ladder, put the cookies on top of the refrigerator. Then I hid the ladder.
Reason why I need the ladder is we're small. In my house, you need a ladder to get to everything. Don't judge me, sir. Just because your arms are longer than mine, I'm a human.
You know what else makes me laugh about my daughter, man? None of my daughter, she got friends now. She had the age where she got other friends, 4 or 5-year-old girls running around the house. I babysit them. I watch them by myself. I don't mind. It's a lot of pressure, though. Watching other people's kids. A lot of pressure. Nothing worse than giving somebody back their baby messed up. You ever get somebody back their baby in a condition that they didn't give you that? They didn't give you the baby, and I'm talking about to the point where you got to explain something to them before they see their baby. Hey, wait, real quick. Before they see your baby had 2 eyes, right? Okay, all right. Long story short, gas went off in the kitchen, blew your baby face off. You know? Everybody else ran except your baby. I was all running in the house, you know? No, that's my thing. I panic too much when it comes to dealing with my kids. I'm not gonna lie, I make mistakes. I'm not the best parent in the world, man. I forgot to feed my kids one time. I mean, honest, I don't like to lie. I'm gonna tell you why. PlayStation 3 just came out, right? I'm watching my kids, but I'm playing the game. They crying all day. So my mom, like, they got attitudes. They spoiled, okay? They spoiled, they got attitudes. I'm not going to deal with this stuff all day. So my lady came home. She was like, why are they crying? I was like, because they spoiled and they got attitudes and that's why they cried. She's like, well, did they eat? I was like, damn it, I ate. But they didn't say nothing when I ate. They just, my son, let me buy you. It's like, yeah, I've had 4 kids. I haven't changed at all. And you're like, oh, you're super unstable. That's good to know. They don't have to be huge changes, but you kind of evaluate your life and you make a change. Me personally, I'm very proud of what I changed. I realized when I had kids, I had no time, no energy. I need to edit something out of my life. You know what I edited out of my life? Arguing with everyone. Every friend, every family member. I just don't engage. As soon as it starts, I flip it on them. Okay, so as soon as I'm arguing with somebody and they're like, yeah, I don't really agree with you, I go to, yep, I'm on your side now. And they're like, what? I go, as soon as you spoke, I came around and joined you. That's how little I want to talk to you. And I'm free, feels great now. Not everybody likes it. I'll tell you, my own mother is not a fan. She lives for arguing.
There are some people built like that. She lives for combative things. She wants to just fucking stab, twist, turn. She loves it.
She's also a dream crusher, which is my least favorite quality in a human being. You know, a dream crusher. The person who, no matter what you say, you want to do or try, they're like, not you. And you're like, it's good to have you around. You know they'll stay with you, right? Like, I bet you me just bringing it up brings them to your own memory. That's how powerful they are. I do remember telling her, I was like, I'm going to LA to do stand-up. This is years ago. Just say it to her, I'm going to LA to do stand-up. Her response was, you should go to the post office. I was so naive. And it was like, they do stand-up shows at the post office. And she goes, no, it's work. I was like, oh, no.
I'd stand up would be the work. And she goes, I understand. I was like, wait a minute.
Am I telling you my dream? And then you think, go be a mailman. And she was like, Jay, okay, now I do all right. You know, I make a good living. She knows about it, obviously. She hits me up for shit constantly. But I still get to have some fun. Like, you know what I sent my mother just a few weeks ago for her 75th birthday? A book of fucking stamps. And I put a little note in there. I got these at work today, ha ha ha. Last one I ever went on, I boarded with my wife. We get on, she looks at our boarding passes and she goes, we're not sitting next to each other. And I go, okay. She goes, you don't want to switch seats? And I go, not really. She goes, why not? I said, because we don't have to. She goes, what does that mean? I said, well, there's only two people that have to sit next to each other and they're up front. We can sit anywhere. And she goes, you're going to ask people to move? And I was like, great. Well, it should be a real treat, so that's always fun, right? You all settle in and you want to stand the fuck up now. Great. So we're both window seats. We need an aisle to move. So I go to the guy sitting next to her. And this guy is old. I don't know how old, but it doesn't look good. All right, he's drooling. He's got rubber where there used to be bone. Put it this way. It's his last flight. All right, so after this one, no mascot. So I go, excuse me, Gandalf, do you think that you could move so I could sit next to my wife? And he goes, move. I'll move here. He goes, you can't see a meniscus on the fire train drains. So I'm not going to stretch out. I said, well, I won't be able to stretch out as much food building up there. I can't stretch out. Got to sit by the aisle access and stretch it out there so it'll build up more. And I'd be 7, 8 times more if I sit over there and I go, are you reading me a fucking novel about this? I was trying to figure out, like, where is power the most equal? You know, I think it's a parking lot. Just hear me out. It doesn't matter what you drive. You drive something, that parking space is yours. And when you are ready to leave and other people are looking for a place to park, oh, don't you love that moment? You're walking back to your car from the mall on a Saturday and you're done shopping and you see people like, ha 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 ha, where will I park? And then they see me and they're like, hey, are you? I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe I like to give them false hope. Do you ever do that? Like, I know they're waiting for the brake light. Well, first they have their blinker on. If that's an official desk, my blinkers, that's just mine. They're like, okay, are the U.S. Marshals going to back you up on this shit right now? But they want your brake light to appear because that means you're starting the car. So I'll do this. I'll just hit my brake and release it. You feel the tension rising. You're like, this is exciting. Then they snap and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's when I go, I'm eating in and out. I'm going to have this burger now. Probably going to take, I don't know. But then as soon as they drive by, I'm like, nah, I'll eat it later. I'm going to go ahead and take the friends is over my house. Yeah, I'm downstairs. We having a good time. My mom come downstairs. She said, hey, I told you to keep it down. You don't run this out. Yeah. You okay? With that being said, that's it. You're done. Go to bed. Smack me. Sit me up to my room now. You know when you get smacked, when you're a kid, you get hyped when you get by yourself? You know, smack me, bitch, in front of my pants. You smacked me in front of me. I was emotional. I was an emotional-ass kid. I'm running away. That's it. I packed the bag and everything. You know how many times I packed the bag with a toy, packed the bag with one toy. I'm out. I'm sick of it. Me and man are out. My mom gave me permission to cuss one time. One time she gave me permission to cuss. I'm in school. I'm being bad. My teacher got mad. Said, Kevin, come here. Told me come to the front of the class. Wrote a note. Stapled the note to my chest. Said, make sure your mother read the note. I get home. My mom read the note. The note said, maybe if you showed your son some more attention at home, he wouldn't act like a fool in school, right? My mom read the note. She said, let me tell you something. You tell her mind their damn business before I come down there and I beat her ass. I said, okay, do you want me to say it like that or do you want me to take some stuff out? What I say, tell her mind their damn business before I come down there and I beat her ass? I said, no! Oh, I heard what you said. I just want to make sure that you know that you're telling me to say the same thing. Kevin, if I tell you again, I'm a smack you. What's up? Yep. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Oh, I got it. All right, I got it. All right, I got it. Keep in mind, it's a lot of pressure, all right? My mom just gave me permission to go to school and cuss my teacher out. I didn't feel comfortable. Uncomfortable situation. So I wanted to practice. I want to go upstairs. I want to go over my lines. So I'm in the mirror. I'm trying to move all my lines. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. All right, Mom told me to tell you to mind your dumb. Nah, it's too loud. That's way too loud. That's not believable. It's too loud. Finally, I go over it. I get it down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to bed early, get some rest, because I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I don't really mess this up. So I go to bed, I wake up, get dressed, put on my pants, my shirt. I get on the school bus. All my friends see me. They get hyped. Oh, Kevin's on the bus. Everybody look, Kev on the bus. What up, Kev? I was like, yo, not today. Yeah, no. I got a lot of stuff in my mind. I can't really have you all throwing you off. And my friend was like, what you talking about? I said, I can't really get into it. All I can tell you all is that it's about to go down. He's like, what? I said, look, man, it's about to go down. Just be behind me when I walk in class. He said, all right, cool. I walk in class, Miss Green. The teacher, she starts speaking. Everybody, hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. She see me. She was like, Kevin. I said, Miss Green. She said, did you let your mother read the notes? I said, yes, I did. She said, well, what did your mother say? I took a deep breath. I looked at my friends. It's about to go down. I said, well, my mom told me to tell you to mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch. Little stupid bitch. Little dumb teaching bitch. 2 + 2. Not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch. Cross-eyed, crying down your back. Fat foot ass bitch. Long-titted, no nipple having ass bitch. The shit that was crazy. My friends was in the background. It was like, oh, they said, and on the nipples, I got suspended. I got suspended in an ass whooping. My mom beat the shit out of me when I got home. I told you to say 2 cuss words. You said 76 of them. I thought I was Samuel L. Jackson. I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers teaching this motherfucker's school. I had a trench coat on. I flapped it. You know, when you flap it, you gotta get that ear under it. Everybody in this, I don't give a dang. It dawned on me where she got it from, because I met her dad earlier that day. Her dad had one of those laughs. I call it the rich white guy laugh. You know what that is? It's a laugh that's followed by an awful joke. The joke doesn't make you laugh, but the laugh eventually makes you laugh. He found out I was a comedian. He kept trying to tell me he's like, oh, so you're a comic, right? Okay, all right. Listen, I got a joke for you. You can keep it if you want. I don't mind.
Okay, all right, this is crazy. It's so good.
All right, so I'm at the office. I tell this guy, I said to him, what did I say? Wait a minute. All right, I got it. Okay, all right, so I'm at the office, right? I'm at the office, and I tell this guy, I said to him, hey, pass me the stapler. When you pass it, make sure staples are in it, because if it isn't, I can't staple anything. I didn't want to laugh, but he kept looking right at me while he was doing it. Here's the weird thing you like. You know how people clap when they laugh? Like, you know, he had a clap that he would do with his laugh, but I never knew when it was coming. You know, I couldn't time it. You know how sometimes you can time a clap? I didn't know when the clap was coming, so it was hard for me to participate and clap with him because it took too long, right? But he was still looking at me the whole time. He was like, that's like 57 seconds right there. I can't wait. 57 seconds, long time ago. To swim? I said, Dad, I can't. I don't know how to swim. He said, you know how to fucking swim? I go to in that goddamn water and swim? There's no damn serious. Nobody ever told me how to swim. Then my dad picked me up, grabbed me, threw me in 7 feet. As soon as I hit the water, I started to die immediately. This is what my dad, asshole. That's what my dad said. Hey, you better not fucking drown. I said, well, I didn't know how to stop it. When I tell you that was the most uncomfortable ride home I've ever had with my dad in my life, keep in mind I almost died. Whenever you come close to death, you become traumatized. Hard to get that shit out your head. I kept having flashbacks. We in a car, we driving home. I'm looking out the passenger window. Oh, I kept replaying that shit over and over again. I was like, no, don't let me go, Dad. Don't let me go. Every once in a while, I would look at him. Why don't you believe me? I told you I couldn't. I don't know why. Don't make me laugh right now. This is exactly what my dad said to me. This is how my dad tried to make me feel better. This is exactly what he did. He was driving, right? I almost lost you today, didn't I? What does that mean, man? It's my dad, though. My dad is very spiteful. Like, my dad gets mad. Like, I remember him with... My mom would argue, right? No matter what he bought in the house, he would take with him when he left. I don't give a fuck what it was like if you were cooking a steak in the pan and my dad bought it when he left. Bitch, get the goddamn steak out the pan. What we gonna eat? Bitch, put the steak in my hand. I'm ready to go. Put a hot steak in his hand, put it in the bag. Nigga's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I remember my dad took all the Christmas lights off the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. Did you know how? Listen, do you know how mad you gotta be to take the Christmas lights off the goddamn Christmas tree? Do you know how long it takes to take the Christmas lights off the Christmas tree and to keep an attitude that whole time? Be all done up today. Too late. It's gonna be a dark Christmas in this? I bet you that. Anybody gonna see shit in this house? How many sets of lights I put on this goddamn Christmas tree? That was fucking crazy. It got to the point where I told my lady, I said, yo, I'm not taking out trash anymore. I'm not gonna do it. She said, well, I'm not gonna do it. I said, you don't have to. It's not a woman's job, it's a man's job. I'm gonna make my son do it. He's 7 years old. Time for him to start pulling his weight around here. He don't do shit. Hey, that's the beautiful thing about being a dad. You can do what you want when you want. Can't nobody say shit about it. And I woke my son up at 2 in the morning with a complete bullshit story. I kicked his bed. Get your ass up. Get up. Did I tell you? Get that goddamn trash out last night. First of all, that was a lie. I never said that. Never said anything like that. He woke up. He was confused. What? What? Oh, you never said that. What? Calling me a liar? Hey. Here. Have something. Get that goddamn trash out. Private schools are fucking my kids up. My son, he said, all right. He goes, let me get my flops. What? Your flops? Boy, if you don't get your black, white ass down these goddamn steps, get this fucking trash, I'm gonna knock your head loose in here. My son goes downstairs, he grabs the trash. He's about to walk outside, he sees it's real dark. He goes, Dad, it's real dark outside. Can you come with me? No, I cannot. No, that's not my journey, son. This is your journey. It's about you becoming a man. You gotta do this by yourself. And my son grabs the trash, he's literally walking outside. He goes down the driveway. I could tell when he got scared because he stopped. He started doing the shit right here. He started looking around. But he looked at me and said, see, that's why I don't like doing that shit. Go! You all right? Finish it. Let's crash in the trash can, start walking back. I don't know where my son takes off running. I mean running. All assing towards the house. Running as fast as he can. I got scared because I couldn't see what he was running from. I couldn't see it. So I closed the door. No, I did. I know it's wrong, but I did it. I don't want to lie, I shut the door. I told myself, depending on what it was going to determine if I opened up the door or not. When he got back, if it was something crazy, I was just going to put my hand on the glass. I was going to say, son, touch the glass one last time. I hate it had to be this way. When I really want to piss my kids off, I let my dad spend time with them. That's how I really get to home. Here's the thing. My kids love it, Grandpa, they really do. They just don't like to be with him for too long.
Because my dad is too loud.
It's like the older you get, the louder you get. This isn't even a joke. This is how my dad walked in my house. This is his entrance where the baby's at. Hey, oh. That's his entrance. It's at the point now where I can't even let my dad watch my kids by himself. I don't watch my dad while he watches my kids because he does too many stupid things. I caught my dad giving my kids raw candy out of his pocket. Candy with no wrapper. It was loose. It was just in his pocket. He said, huh? Y'all want one of these? What the fuck is that? What are they? Is it peppermint? Ain't no goddamn peppermint. Where the line set on that peppermint? He said my jeans must have rubbed it off. Nigga not about to give my kids no gene dyed peppermint. Fine, more for me. Takes the peppermint out of his pocket, puts it in his mouth. 5 minutes go by. I saw my dad take that peppermint out of his mouth, put it back in his pocket. Those were half sucked on peppermints. You're not gonna give my kids no goddamn soap. Steve, that's a sucking Steve. Get that old people trick. Old people love to suck on candy and save it. I'm gonna say this. So after church, man ate that fucking candy. A little piece of candy left. Grandma ate that fucking candy. My dad is a character. The shit that I'm telling you, you can't make up. I bought my dad an iPhone 6 for his birthday. I've never seen my dad use the phone. Never. He comes downstairs one day, goes, hey, I want to take the kids, go get some pizza. I said, first of all, you're not going anywhere with my kids by yourself. We can go as a group. I said, where you want to go? This is true shit. Just me not make this up. Look, my dad takes his phone out of his back pocket. This is what I hear. Cyrus, where is the closest pizza spot? What are you to say? Cyrus, where are you at? Talk to me.
Looking for a pizza spot. Wake up. Start shaking the phone.
Wake up. My dad thinks it's a nigga living in the phone. He thinks it's Siri. You dumb bitch, Siri. No, goddamn Cyrus. He's a character. I love him, though. Hates the fact that I don't whoop my kids. Hates it. My dad is old school, old generation. Old generation believes in whooping the kids' ass.
That's all they believe in. I don't want you all to think that I
I just don't feel like I need to whoop my kid's ass. My voice is enough. Shut the fuck up. It's enough. Private school kids, they get scared fast. Dad's going crazy again. Let's go to our secret spot. Private school kids, I still allow my closest friends to come over to my house once a month. Once a month. We have game night at my house once a month. I'll be honest with you, people. I personally don't like game night. I can't stand game night. I think game night brings the worst out of couples, especially in my household, because we're way too competitive. We play Monopoly, but I don't like the way we play Monopoly. We don't play it correctly. We allow the negotiations to go outside of the game of Monopoly, for example. Here's how we negotiate. All right, let's say we plan right. Here's how we negotiate. I said, all right, look, you can land on my property 2 times without paying, but you got to pay my parking ticket that I got in real life yesterday. If you agree to that, that's our deal. You understand what I'm saying? Last time we played, I got pissed because the women got drunk. When women get drunk, you guys can get stupid when you get drunk. You got 2 levels, ladies. You got not drunk and stupid. You skip all the space. Like literally, you just hop over all the fucking space. It's either, no, I'm not drinking like that tonight, or it's, oh my God, I'm so fucked up. It's one or the other. It's, oh my God, I can't believe I got this fucked up. Goes out and somebody put one of the Monopoly pieces in my butt. What's he saying? I'm so fucked up. That messed up the game, and I was killing the game. I was destroying the goddamn game. Now, I can admit I'm very childish when I play board games. Very childish. Whenever you land on my property, I make DJ noises. Every time. Every time you land on my property, you gotta pay that. You gotta pay that. My wife was drunk. She landed on my property. I lit her up. You gotta fucking pay that. You gotta pay that. Well, obviously, a woman, was she drunk, but she tried to talk like she's not drunk, but she's clearly drunk. She was like, it ain't even that serious. How much I owe you? What I owe you? I look down, she don't have no money. You don't even have no money. Stop wasting time. Take your piece. Put your piece in the box. Get the fuck up. You lost. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to do me like that. You don't want to do your wife like that? Yes. Yes. It's a game. All I want to do is win. I took a piece, I plucked it, then I packed that shit, shot across the room somewhere. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Don't be stressed out like in a game of Monopoly. She goes, all you want to do is win now. All you want to do is plump sometimes. What I got to do with anything? What they got to do with the goddamn game? I don't know where Harry and Wayne stood up. They was like, me. Well, sure, they hit you. That's it. A little bit. I mean, it did make me start thinking like, oh, it'd be fun to keep doing that voice and make it something new. Does Nick know you based this on the psychotic character / Nick Cage? I don't think that's going to come up. You don't think it's going to go up? I don't see Nick Cage sitting at home just like checking out Comedy Central. You got it. I don't know you're following South Park. A lot of people do sit home, and that's true. Follow South Park. Cage might be a South Park head. Well, it could be. Look, the thing is, South Park's got a real dedicated fan base. They've been on for 600 years. That's right. And it's easily one of the greatest shows ever created. Absolutely. So I guess what I would just ask of South Park fans is if you're watching it and it ends and Deegman's coming on, just leave your TV on like you don't have to even watch it. You can leave the room and like check your email, do whatever, like just so we get like a decent rating. And I get to keep making my cartoon with my friends. I know you do a lot of projects, some of them with your friends. Who do you like discuss? Like when you deciding what you're gonna do? Yeah. Did you decide or you discuss this with someone? Or how do you work at it? Consult my team. And how many people are on this team of yours, like at any one time? Yeah, like 9. Actually, they're here 9 right now. Do you want me to bring them out? No, not at all. But okay, there you go. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is the baseball team. Yes. They say hello to the Calabasas Cardinals, Jimmy. They're the best team west of the 405 freeway. I'm sure they're great. Hi, kids. How you doing? But I was thinking, when most actors, your kids know this, when most actors say they have a team, they mean like an agent, manager, publicist, lawyer, etc., right? How most actors, Jimmy. In fact, many people don't even really consider me to be an actor at all. What do you mean by that? I think I'm thought of more as just like a guy that's in stuff like, yeah. Okay, who's that? Yes, Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is on the phone. Yeah. Okay, so just tell him that I can't talk and tell him that I'm doing Oprah right now. Yeah, you're talking to the hustle, number 3. He was talking. Way to look alive, buddy. Wait, why did you say you were doing Oprah instead of being here? Because I wanted Steven Spielberg to be impressed, okay? So, all right, so you got Digman coming out next week, and then what do you got going on after that? Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that question. Why? He gave me the take signal. Yeah. Hey, look, that's why I pay him the big bucks. Oh, you pay these kids? Yeah, of course. I gotta give them a little taste. How much does he give you? How much do you give him? You know, just a standard comment, 25% to this group of children. That's right. And they earn every penny, Jimmy. They do? Yeah, yeah. I mean, these kids have carried me through a lot. You know, when I totaled my Prius number 4, pulled me out of the wreckage and put me in the passenger seat before the cops even showed up. Wow, yeah, nicely done. Thanks for that, 4. You know, when I tore my ACL, number 8 scored me the dopest guide off-brand painkillers from the dark web. Oh, wow, yeah. I went through some crazy to get it, too. I tell you that, yeah. Hey, I bet you did. Wow, you seem very close to the kids. You are. Yeah. We're like a family, right? What do we always say, kids? There's no Einstein, and Andy. That's right, there's no I in Andy unless it's Andy McDowell. Unless it's Andy McDowell, yeah. Oh, yeah. She does interesting spelling, yeah. Oh, all right, well, that makes sense. All right, good effort, guys. Here, have some orange slices. Here we go. Throw oranges at him, too, huh? Oh, no. Hey, who wants to go to Dave & Buster's? All right. Crispy chicken bites on me. Now go pull the van around. I'll meet you kids out there. They drive.
The kids drive the van, they do?
Yeah. All right, well, that's what a sweet thing you're doing there with those children. I'm about to disagree. Destroy them at Steve Ball's. Okay, Andy Samberg, everybody. His new show is called Big Man Lungs and I Comedy Section right after South Park. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. We'll be back on Lucas Cage. Every week it's another city for me. I get asked the same questions every week by people. Are people the same everywhere? No. Some places suck and they have shittier people. I just gave you a sociology degree. How about that? You like that? There's one universal truth about people, though. Just one is true, and that is that everybody just wants to connect. It doesn't matter where you go or what language you speak. People just want to connect. And there would, you have chemistry with somebody, you know, if you're like, I want to hang out with this person, or I want to date this person, or I want to harness this person at the bottom of my big rig and drive them around for a while and bury them 18 miles west of Lake Worth. And when I drive by, I'll get a boner. We all have these thoughts, right? Sometimes there's nothing there and people try to force a connection. I think that's just rude. I'm checking in a hotel a few weeks ago. The guy comes from behind the counter. He goes, where are you from? I said, Los Angeles. And he goes, yeah, I got family in Denver. And I was like, what a coincidence. And he goes, yeah, they got a furniture store. I said, I like to sit on furniture. We're 2 for 2. I have shoes on. You have shoes on. Yeah, I walk around. Let's party. There's nothing there. Sometimes there's nothing there, and that's okay. You're not supposed to connect with everybody on the planet. That would be absurd. You should embrace that. I've been doing this. You should do this, too. Next time you're in a bar, or you're just out walking around and somebody goes, hey, man, just don't know if I'm all friended up. Like, I only tell my friends what time it is. Thank you, gentlemen. Burr, catch short. Oh, this is the hammering. The thing that was like the hammering home I did, like one of the best stand-up, like 5-10 minute sets I've ever seen. Have you ever seen Bernie Mac when he came out? Oh, you know, I'm scared of you. Yeah, hit that and then boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I ain't scared of you. You don't scare me. Patrice told me about that. So what Patrice told me was, he told me I was like to watch that. Well, no, he just told me about it for years. Because we came up in the 90s before. Like, you know, the internet was just a bunch of computer nerds. They don't go playing ping pong. I don't know what the fuck it was at that point. Whoa. You had sports lines, but you couldn't. There was no shit. YouTube was still 10 years away. So he told me about that and was basically saying the same kind of thing that a bunch of guys were getting booed off stage. And Hamburger Jones was the one before him, I think. Is that his last name? Burger? Hamburger? So he told me that. He came out and was like, you don't scare me, New York. I'm not afraid of you. And all that type of stuff. And so that's the thing, like, but that's why, like, I got undue credit for the Philly thing. Just like the Philly thing happened, right, when YouTube happened. So there was somebody there to document it where, like, Bernie Mac, rest his soul, had already done it. Then no. It's the thing that I pulled out from both of them was you had the, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. In that fucking 7-minute set when you did that, that's the part where you get chilled. You go. Like at one point you're saying it as in this is, I got 10 more minutes, like, oh fuck. And then at one point you're like, you're almost reveling in the fact that I have 7 more minutes to make fun of you. Like it's the same.
I was never reveling.
I looked like I was, but I wasn't fucking fidgeting. I had a fucking headache at the end of it. And I was like, 2 days afterwards, I was locked. You hear like when they say somebody has this, like he had a death grip. Yeah, you know, like I remember hearing this hilarious story. I remember watching this. My mother, we were laughing our asses off at the way this guy described this. These two guys are flying like a Cessna, and they hear this rattle in the back, and it's the fucking door in the back, one of those old school doors that you open it, and the stairs are also on the door. Close. Yeah, they put down, so he went to go shut it. Fucking thing flew open, so the pilot's up there like, oh my God, my friend just got sucked out of the plane, and then he's also thinking, how am I gonna land this fucking thing? Because the door hangs down lower. Like it hangs down lower, the wheel's there. So long story short, he fucking lands the damn thing, and he's wiping tears away, and he fucking gets to the back stairs, and there's this buddy, feet still in the plane, head down at the bottom of the stairs, holding on to the banister thing, and he's talking to him, and the guy's not saying, so he had to step over and be chatting to him, talk to him for around 20 minutes because he had a death grip. It's just like a body overrides whatever that is that makes your muscles tired. The last...
Don't let go, motherfucker. And like he was there for like 45 minutes. My mother, we were crying. They didn't tell it as colorful as I did.
This is how funny my family is. All they just said was, yeah, it took us a half hour to get him to let go of the stairs because he had what's known as the death grip, and we just you just saw the whole thing just roaring. You saw the pilot standing there like, Jerry, it's okay now, Jerry. And him just fucking still mentally at 30,005th or whatever. I guess you couldn't be that high. You wouldn't be able to breathe. But so anyways, I had like mental version, like I was walking around New York and I was looking at people and just thinking insults, and I'm not joking. It took me like, almost mentally traumatic. Was not funny. No, dude, I had a headache. This episode was brought to you by The Machine. Bikes. I get like verbal tics, you know. I don't have Tourette's. I wish I did. It looks fun, but I'll just yell shit at. It's like a hook on a catchy song, except it's just stuff that I watched. And then bikes that I just yell it, you know, over and over. Only like 2 or 3 million times. But I'm obsessed with the show, Scared Straight. If you've never seen it, it's tremendous. Here's what they do in the show. They take kids with middle school and high school kids that are getting in trouble a lot, and they send them to jail for a day. And the idea is that jail will scare the fuck out of the kid, and then he'll get his life together. Penn State Straight. It's tremendous. I'm obsessed with one episode. It aired once in 1999. Here's what's great. It aired uncensored, which is bananas. And in this episode, they did not send the kids to jail like they normally do. Instead, they send them to a maximum security penitentiary prison. And those prisoners verbally assaulted these kids into crying a lot. And it's the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. First of all, don't feel like too bad for them, but these kids are super badass. They're not like spitting spitballs in class and say they're fucking stabbing other kids. They're badass kids, okay? And they show up to this thing with attitude. Like they walk in, they're like, this ain't shit. I run 6th grade. But I ain't scared of you, man. Like, can't scare me. And they're greeted by a guy named Crazy Chris. Chris has scars on his face, and his screen freezes, and it says Chris killed 6 people, and he's doing a double life sentence. Like, this dude is so bad that when he dies and he's reincarnated, that guy's doing life in prison also. So this is a bad motherfucker right here. The kid's like squatting around, and Chris is like, hey, my name's Crazy Chris. And from now on, you will see me in your nightmares. And the kids are like, what the fuck? Like, I'm 12? Don't talk to me like that, man. That's crazy. And then he goes, if I ever see you again, I'll take a bite out of each of you. They're like, all right, we're all reformed now. Thank you very much. So, Jesus. I know. But they can't leave. The next guy comes up to him, and he goes, hold my pocket, hold my pocket. And he makes kids walk around holding the inside of his pocket. You understand? So he walks. And then they're like, I don't know what you know about prison, but if you're holding on to another dude's pocket, it's going to be a rough day, all right? Not only is this guy making kids hold this, but he's talking ridiculous shit to middle schoolers. I was like, I'm gonna make you suck my dick for breakfast every morning. The kid's like, I hate breakfast, funny shit like that. So he's like, I'm a mushroom motherfucking face. And the kid's like, it's so fucking funny. There's one exchange where this dude, he pulls a kid out of line. The kid's like, he weighs, I don't know, 100 pounds. And he has a bowl cut, okay? He has a bowl cut. In prison, gets parted in the middle. The prisoner goes, why are you here? And the kid's like stealing, and he hears, the fuck you took? And the kid goes, bikes? And he goes, bikes, and that's why I yell bikes all the time. You should see me when we drive by a bike store. Holy shit, I'll be driving, I'll be like, whoa. And my wife, she's pretty over. She'll go like, you get one. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make this shit count, so I'll pull over. I roll down the window, and I wait until I see somebody checking out one of the sidewalk displays, like all the bikes out there. Yeah, with this now, the Surveillance plan on go bikes, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'll go stop selling drugs, and I drive up. I'm Tom Segura, and I have a new series coming out on Netflix called Bad Dogs. And Netflix thought it would be a good idea to screen it for some random folks. Come out with me, big boy, and so again, she loved it. Her mouth is hanging open. This lady's been so unamused. It's fantastic. Eyes being covered. Oh my God, this is so disgusting. Completely blown away. Some Oscar-worthy dark that may be squirming from that.
Is it too much how you like salmon?
Really not even thinking about it. I really hope my sensei, Seagull, Aikido master, bloated action star, resident idiot of Russia currently. I hope you're proud of how I depicted you in this video. It was meant to be an homage to you, sir, you clown. It really kind of looks like Doll is doing a music video. I mean, if you watch it from a distance, you're like, he's doing that now, yeah. So we've been shooting for about it gives you a new perspective on entertainment and what people put into, like, you know, a video, a music video. Just we've been dancing for 4.5 hours, and this final result will be 80 to 90 seconds. And we still have a few hours to go. So I'm exhausted, everything hurts. But everybody has a great attitude here, which makes it fun. And they're making me look good, I think. I think Seagull would be proud. I think he will be proud when he sees this. I love you, Sensei. We also hired this great actor, Tom Nicholson, who was willing to play a large version of Burr, which is obviously an oxymoron, but, like, you know, he's slightly bigger than Burr. And then we would face replacement Burr, which is one of my favorite things ever. So here's how we tricked Burr. We needed to get his face, to put it over the actor's face, so that it would look like Burr was this even larger man. And the only way to do it, they said, to do it well, would be to actually get footage of Burr in front of camera. But, well, how are we going to do that? So we came up with, why don't we shoot fake promos for our podcast, Two Bears, One Cave, and just use Burr sitting there talking about, like, hey, on the next Two Bears, we like doing facial expressions, and use that and put it on the actor so that Burt's in the video and looks like he's playing himself, but that day was like a really long day. And I remember I told you, Raimi and the guys, and even Bert, I was like, I'm going to go put my son down. Why don't you shoot yours, and then I'll come back and shoot mine. But I just went home. I was just tired. And Bert stayed there and did promos and made faces. And the funny thing was, like, they didn't even have a microphone set up, and he didn't really consider it. That they just taped something there, and they were like, oh, go ahead, it's running. Because they were just looking. They just want a video, you know. And when he put that together in his head on our podcast was an amazing moment. I was really happy about that. And we're about to move on to the final piece, which is killing Bert. So it's been an exhausting, but I think it's going to be an awesome final product. I cannot believe how hard dancers work these. The girls are amazing. They were like, they're just incredible. They just did it over and over like it was nothing. So anyways, they're the best. And now we're going to do the most fun thing, which is stab and then shoot Bert. So people have asked me, they're like, why do you stab him? Like, because it's funny, but it wasn't my idea. I would take credit for that.
That was actually Rami's idea. He was like, why don't you stab him? But I was like, oh yeah, that's sure. I mean, he's like, you know what you could do? You could stab him.
And then you take a handgun and shoot him. Put that down. Take a shotgun. Shoot him with the shotgun. Put that down. Take a machine gun. Shoot him with the machine gun. I was like, I mean, at this point, I'm like fully hard. I was like, yes. But, yeah, that wasn't my idea. But kill Bert. Oh my God, I just killed Mike. How do you feel about it? It was great. I start counting more people, just like family and friends. I did not spend a ridiculous amount of money. I keep seeing that. People saying, they're like, well, yeah, you spent 6 figures. No, I didn't, that Oz. Did I have to get that video? Yeah, but I got hooked on up because Rami is a decent man and he got me friend rates for everything, so I didn't pay that much money. Yeah, it was more than Bert's, but not that much more. See what I mean? I just want to add that I love Bert. It was fun to do this, but also Bert should know that I can run faster, I can jump higher, I'm stronger. What do you want to do, man? I'll do it. Thank you, Jeff, for turning this special night into one more opportunity you couldn't turn down. God, you are such a... And that's coming from me, Jeff. Thank you for inviting us to celebrate the GOAT W. All right, what's that? Wait, GOAT W, greatest of all time, white guy? Ah, fuck yeah. You know, our people don't get many days like these anymore. No, we really don't. Netflix was hoping some trans amputee skier was popular enough to do this, but instead they settled for the greatest white guy alive. It's rare that they let us have a night. They have taken everything from us. Golf, tennis, hockey, and even baseball. Once America's pastime isn't even played by Americans, now they trade them. But tonight isn't about them, it's about this incredible white American man. 2 solid whites. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight isn't just about Tom Brady's dream of securing a future for white children in this country. No, it isn't. Tonight is about celebrating everything Tom Brady he stands for. He is so good looking. Oh, he is gorgeous. Look at the picture. Who takes this picture? Was he pregnant? This fucking gayest shit I've ever seen. Here, that's you. That's fucking you. He's also... Yeah, he is also relentless. Oh, you can't tell that guy no. And he has that one thing that only so special men have. He's HIV positive. No, that was magic. And it happened right here in this building so much. But what Tom Brady has is that killer instinct, which makes Netflix the perfect place for Tom Brady.
Yes, because if there's one thing that Netflix loves, serial killers. Don't believe us, let us compare him. That's another famous too, Ted Bundy. He's gorgeous too. I think I might need him in the hall pass.
Bundy has so many emotional traits that Tom has. Let's take a look. Wait, what's this? This is the psych-off checklist, developed by Robert Hare. It has helped me understand my wife better. And as you can see, Tom Brady checks all the boxes. Maybe they should call it the Brady list. Believe you me, Bert, one day they will.
Glibness, superficial charm. Brady's got it. How does a smile just disappear like that? It doesn't end there, Bert. Grandiose sense of self-worth.
This motherfucker's got it. Well, to be fair, Giselle got half that check. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, fuck you. Oh! Is she here? Brady even has the need for stimulation, prone to boredom that all the psychos have. I'm retired.
When I'm retired, Tom Brady is 100% a psychopath. He's from Northern California, like the Zodiac Killer. He choked a couple times in New England.
Jack up Boston's Triangle. Yeah, he chewed up and spat out the competition just like Dahmer. What about another Netflix documentary, darling?
Jeffrey Epstein. Well, he wasn't a serial killer. He just had a sex trafficking ring. And unlike Tom, it was a ring he earned legitimately without cheating. He is an ice-cold killer. Nobody knows. That was Aaron Hernandez, Tom's best scene and favorite target. Look at this. Just a couple of goofballs having a laugh. Oh, my God. What? I just realized it hit me. Tom Brady is just like another famous, not-so-nice guy. Wait, you mean the notorious team leader who was told he wasn't any good, but he still pushed through and made sure everyone knew his name? You got it, Hitler. Yeah, they're so alike. The only difference is they look so cute together. They do. The only difference between Tom Brady and Hitler is that Hitler stuck with his wife until the end. At least Hitler had the balls to do what we wish Brady would put a bullet in his head. Stay retired, Tom Brady. You are a terrifying man, and we are so glad you found football before hookers and genocide. Please know these are all just jokes, and we do not want to die, yeah. Seriously, dude, you are the best. Thank you for having us. Please don't kill us.
We always want to live we have. Please don't kill us, Tom. Thank you, W.
Don't do it for you. Don't do it for guys. You do it for yourself. On occasions, I mean, for the most part, I do. I'm doing this for myself. What does it feel like? It's a pretty extreme, like pretty rough. It's rough, but then it's over, like a needle, you know, like you anticipate, and then it's like, it's over. Now, Styles, like you were saying you have the soul spot, right? Yeah, just a little bit of Playboy, like a bunny. No, it's just like a little strip. That's what you have too. This is a really good place to meet text guys. Guys in America, this is a bitch. Go in and say, yeah, I get wax. But you know, it's just basically, I like to clean it up. I like to be clean down there for girls, you know, and like, because I care about you, I don't want you to have to gaggle and be careful. This girl for a second, are you having any last minute thoughts? This girl for a second, are you having any last minute thoughts? Most definitely. You're a little bit scared? Most definitely. I'm extremely scared. Are you thinking about turning and walking out the door? Yeah. If the camera crew wasn't here, I would be gone already. Girls love being mothering and nurturing, and you're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay. And I'm gonna flirt with me out there. This is great. Now, of course, I have to get in order to meet these girls. Yes, I am. Let's go.
Have you dropped your drawers and lay face up on the table? Yeah. Give me a little towel to cover myself. I'll give you a little towel to cover myself. Big. These are all part of the things you're gonna ask your woman to do. You're gonna say, I want you mass clean. It's not the pain. She's got to deal with this trauma right here. And this is trauma sitting, like getting naked in front of someone is very traumatic. It's all right, so we're gonna just clean up to fight this camera. Let's do this.
You ready?
Can we shut the door if someone walks by and sees me on all fours? Absolutely. There you go. That one's gonna hurt it on your one. Two gentlemen could probably get a little shocked. You know, it was the first time this hair grows up. So we had to put the wax up and we're gonna pull down. Cindy was so like, I don't know, like a very like mothering sense of humor, like kind of like, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine when she counts down. Okay, you ready? 2, 3, 3. It's as soon as it's then off. Now, you know what we girls have to go through for you guys all the time. Every day from 6 in the morning till 10 at night when they're lined up giving this kind of wax for you guys. I love my girlfriends. I don't have one now, but next one I'm gonna love. And you know, this should always be in the budget. We're done. You are done, honey. Now we gotta wax your winker over on hands and knees. Let's roll it over just right now, huh? And here we let go of it. Are you gonna go down on your hands and knees? How many spells do you think we're gonna put? I'd say no more than 4. I've never been like this in my life, naked around 4 people. You know, when I put that wax on and you rear up again, you're gonna squeeze your butt cheeks together and I'll never get in there. Now, you've done this to 2. You've done this to Sandra Bullock, right? I have done this to Sandra Bullock. She was sitting there just like this, like I am. Yeah, she was a little bit more ladylike than you're being, but she was, well, that's warm. Welcome. I open, take a cup of coffee, pour in the balls. Here we go. It's on there, it's on there, it's going. It's on 1,000 of these. I know what I'm doing. Two hands, baby. 1, 2. Oh, honey. She is so lightly haired. She doesn't even really need to come here. See, I'm not. I know. This is like maintenance of a whiner, isn't it? My first time. I was like a little nervous here. That's me. You're touching me nuts, honey, like that. You're just getting hair by the end. I'm like, just move my package wherever you need it. Slide it over the side. Get it out of there. Oh, there's something wobble about this thing. Guys never get in. Like all 4 positions, like with their ass shown with something. Like you never show that to anyone. Like that. It's very enlightening. I did your butt. You have to. My butt was sticking together. Oh, no. Are we done?
He already cooked. I need a hook.
It was a really good sport. It was a lot of fun. But now, you know what, you guys know, seriously, see what we girls go through for you. That is ridiculous. I'm never gonna.
It's beautiful, but that's what all, it gives a visual illusion of length to a girl's legs, and it's wonderful. And guys, it's really clean and hygienic. There's a purpose to waxing, and it's really nice. As for the experience of waxing, thank you, Cindy, so much for helping me welcome through this traumatic experience for myself. So, yeah, you're very welcome, because I pulled a couple extra for you girls, too. Where are my married couples at? Who's married in here? Right up front. Anyone married knows you gotta always keep them guessing in public. That's when I do it. We're around a bunch of people. The other day, we're in the grocery store, right? Now I scream out real loud. We're in the produce section. I go, honey, now my wife has been with me long enough to know nothing good is coming after honey. So she plays it off like, I don't know this guy, I don't know. I want to have no idea who this guy, everyone else is looking. So I'm like, honey, you're not gonna bail out of this. I'm gonna stick it like Mary Lou Retton, honey. Honey, will you grab her, honey? Finally, she turns around and goes, what? And I say, this time, get a thin cucumber. You've done your job when a man you don't know walks past you and goes, you just made my day. And of course, and look, I got 2 little girls. So if I ever sound misogynistic, realize it's coming from a point of awakening. Of course, there was a woman there that didn't get the joke, didn't appreciate the joke, didn't get it. I don't know. She just gets in my face and goes, excuse you, sir. That was inappropriate. Yeah. And she stands there like she's waiting for a rebuttal. She's not going to fade me. I stared her back in the face. I said, excuse you, my anchor tears. How about you get your mind out of the gut? I'm putting it in her ass, not mine. We're Christians, and I walk away. I used to have a TV show in the States called Hurt Burr, where I took dangerous men's jobs. You say what I did? I was a dominatrix skip. I was an MMA fighter. I was a rodeo clown. One day they called up and they're like, hey, do you want to fight a bear? It's like, who does that for a living? And they're like, you do on Thursday. And I show up and it's a 9-foot grizzly bear. I'm telling you, like a big ass bear. Just as dumb as you think a bear would look. So I don't know any better. I go up to the bear. I just get to set. I stick my hand out in front of his nose so he can get my scent. And the trainer goes, what the fuck are you doing? I go, I'm letting him get my scent. He goes, this is a bear, not a labradoodle. He goes, we have protocol. Take these. Then he hands me 5 marshmallows. He says, when the bear is not looking, take a marshmallow, put it in your mouth. Then nonchalantly walk in front of the bear, show him the marshmallow, like, and allow the bear the opportunity to engage you, and take the marshmallow out of your mouth with his mouth. God, it's this way. You learn to trust him. I was like, fuck that. I was out of this. Felt of this. Is this the bear's idea? He goes, hey, buddy, this is how we do it. And my crew's behind him, like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
I don't know any better.
So I go behind the bear, take the marshmallows like David Blaine, and I whip one in my mouth.
Just walk in front of the bear, sneaky.
And then like a hooker, like... and then like a hooker, like... The bear out of the corner of his eye sees the marshmallow and loses his shit. And I'm going, that he rushes me. And with the grace of a frat boy trying to close the deal at 4 a.m., tongue kisses it out of my mouth, tongue in. Bears never brush their teeth. I'm making out with a homeless guy 5 times in a row. I get done. And the trainer's like, fantastic, we're ready. I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Jim, you haven't learned anything. He goes, what are you talking about? You learned the most important lesson. I go, what's that? And he goes, the bear likes marshmallows. I go, what am I supposed to do with that knowledge? He goes, listen, if you get in trouble, just very confidently say marshmallow. Now, what will happen is the bear will hear that, and he'll give you some space to do your trick, but we'll hear it, and we'll know you're in trouble, and we'll get you out of there. Yeah, but he thinks they're inside me. What if? He's like, don't worry, I kinked him. He goes, you'll be fine, let's go. And I swear to God, the bear is smiling.
He's like, oh, bitch, I know how to get marshmallows around here.
I gotta tap you out, dude. And he grabs me and he put me in a bear hug and locked down and just starts grinding on my ass. Now I'm looking at the crew, the trainer going, hey, Marshmallow, fucking Marshmallow, get me the fuck out of here. Marshmallow, Marshmallow. The trainer looks scared and he jumps in front of me. He's like, go limp. I'm like, oh, please be talking to me right now. Is there a bear cock climbing up my jeans? About the split center scene. Just, oh, Marshmallow, Marshmallow. So I go limp. Yeah, looks like I'm getting date raped by a bear. I slide out of his paws, and that's the last thing I remember, because apparently his instincts took over and he sat on my face, and that's the last thing I remember. My wife, who I had brought this set, I've been dating 2 months, and I was just trying to impress her. You know, my wife is a redneck, like a real redneck. Like her parents met on Ancestry Mingle. Like when she talks, you smell biscuits. Like she's not afraid of big animals that she grew up around that shit. She just goes over, grabs a marshmallow, shoves it in her mouth, stands by my feet and goes, the bear that takes his balls out of my mouth goes over to her, takes a marshmallow to her mouth. They pull the bear to one side, her to the other, and they drag me under a tree. And that's where I woke up, in the lap of my producer, Tim Scott. And I woke up and I said, what happened? And he looked at me, he's like, well, he got raped and teabagged by a bear. You might want to get tested. He goes, but that chick, that Leanne chick, I think she saved your life. And my wife comes over at that exact moment and leans in and her head blocks the sun. There's a halo from the Lord himself surrounding this woman's face as she leans in. And you're like, really fucking, it's my narrative. She leans in and goes, are you okay? And I look up, having just faced death at this woman's face with an aura around her head. And I knew at that very moment, I said I would have never done that for her. Thank you guys, have a great night. Hey, Horian. Hi, how you doing? I'm Bert Kreischer, Bert Horan. And Gracie is in Hoist. Gracie is in Hoist, Gracie. You know Hoist? Yeah, I know Hoist. Hoist is my brother, Gracie. So today, Corey is going to walk you through what it's like to be an Ultimate Fighter. The bloodiest, most barbaric show in history.
To eat fights in championship.
That's the only way you can actually come to an answer in terms of what style of martial arts works or not. Is create a venue that can allow these guys to use anything and everything they want. Punches, kicks, strikes, headbutts, elbow hits, anything fighting. If the guy bit the other one, the fight would go on. The reason I came up with the octagon is so the guys couldn't run away. Because sometimes during the fight, if the person's getting beat up, you might think about running away.
Yeah, that's the first thing that goes through my mind.
This is one of my first matches in the United States. In fact, against the karate kickboxing champ, I was able to close the distance very quickly, because that's what you want to do in a fight. You want to close the distance with your opponent. See, I would think further away would be better. So what's your opener like in a fight, man? What's your opener?
I'll share you soon enough.
I always thought a good one would be finger in the butter, ball grabbing. Okay, now that you got a good sense of the history of this whole thing, let's get you suited up and take you to the Met and show you some chokes and arm bars and locks and stuff like that. Let's have some fun, man. Oh, God. I can't even talk my way out of this. There's something. Yeah, all right, guys, this is Bert.
Hey, how you guys doing? Nice to meet you. Head on. Heavy. Head on. Yes, Bert.
Well, what's the quickest way to get me to the ground? How come everyone else's kimono looks normal? It's normal when they do a throw. You just feel. All you feel is like a thug, and then it's silent for a second, and then it'll slowly you put in your. That's it, you guys have a menacing look to you. Just give me a second, wrong. And being afraid of things, it's just a way of, protecting yourself. Your instincts kick in, and you want to be protective. He's in the survival mode. If he wasn't, would make sure to stretch his limitation until he would get to that point. Okay, you got me. One way or the other, the guy's gonna hurt. I got deep. I think I mastered the tap out. Definitely, when I tap out, I like to give a quick let. Okay, that's it. Okay, tap, 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 tap. You don't want to hit just once, because then he might just think, oh, I brushed up against this. You want it. Hey, I know what I'm doing here, Bert. I'm only gonna let you.
What are you doing? Tap it, tap it.
I know what you're doing, which is called an elbow snapper or whatever. The elbow snapper, yes. I wish we had to tap out on all our segments.
How come no one's sweating?
I'm the only one sweating. There's a moment where they grabbed the collar and he started choking, and you fight it. You're like, no, Megan. And I think I was tapping his leg, like, stop it, but he wouldn't stop. And then I swear to God, it was like, I just started hearing everything going, it's okay. Yeah, what happens is that you cut off the circulation of the blood to the brain. As soon as the circulation is completely cut off, he's going to unplug. There was a moment, I think you can see it in my eye, just a moment where I said, this is really cool. And everyone was standing over me. Like I was like on the operating table. What I'd done is I'd fallen through the mat, and my body was kind of holding on to the head, but dancing a little bit. That was like drugs. How long did I got for? 2 seconds. Shut up! It feels like 3 or 4 hours and you're out, so that's why he had no idea. Well, if you hold long enough, you can actually kill somebody. I want to do it again? No, Bert, I want to see what it would be like. feel like a crazy person on the street and you're running towards them with a knife, and we'll see what techniques they use to take you down. Let's look up. Run at you with a knife to take him down really hard. Okay. Who's up first? What's up first? I went after them really, like a guy with a knife, you know, like Coley. What's up? Oh yeah, you don't know which hand it's coming from, do you? Went after with an under. It got taken from me after now stab him. I went over with an overstab and it got taken from me. Okay, here, stop it, stop it. Okay, then I just tried to do a punch. Next thing you know, you're on the ground. So are we cool? The idea now is to bring you a new opponent and see if you can last for 30 seconds without tapping out. Okay, you're good to use the stuff that you've learned today.
I just learned how to get thrown around, though. That should be a good start.
Who's like calling? My name's Jordan Collins. I'm 14 years old and I have an orange belt and I'm gonna hurt Bert. Hi Jordan, how you doing? I know the handshake move. Come on, how you doing? Bert's gonna be the base guy, fought. I think I'll still beat him in 15 seconds. How old are you? 14. Got 30. And I just ate, so if I fart, I'm sorry. My prediction is that he will be crying like a girl before 15 seconds. All right, ready to go? Wait, what am I never learned this part. What do? I just start standing up and then see what happens, man. Go ahead and see what happens. Wait, I don't know where the 7 seconds went, to be honest with you. I mean, because all I remember is like a millisecond of him grabbing me and throwing. I hate to say that. The kid threw me to the ground. I got beat up by a kid, okay? Is that what you guys want? How old is he? For real? I want to see some ID. I was pushing him and I was like, and just like a little kid, I was like, come on. Stop it. Help, I helps resisting. I was reaching for man hair. I was trying to grab onto something, Daddy. You ready? Go for it. Hey. Oh, Mike, go. Oh, guys, got my tap. I can't tap, okay. That's a little smaller leg to tap out on, but it's the same tap out, that same feeling that he took both my hands. I couldn't tap out. I tried tapping on my foot. Does his face look weird?
It's our last night of partying, everybody. Well, not you. You live here, but I gotta go home and be a dad tomorrow. Yeah, everyone got the stomach flu, and I gotta show up and be daddy on duty.
And I've been partying for 2 days. I'm not ready for it. I'm not a good dad to begin with. I'm the kind of dad like, okay, yeah, the other day I farted in a McDonald's cup and I put my hand on it and I walked it over to my daughters. I was like, girls, you're never gonna believe this, but I just caught a few. Now there's a part of me who was like, is that the right thing to do? When I got him, you know, it's a guy when you fucking got him, they're like, oh my God, because they believe. I'm like, take a look, and they're like, I don't see it. And they start crying. But that's your job as a parent, really, is to explain to them why that's funny. I said, girls, I'm teaching you comedy. Those are the basic proof principle. Is a comedy misdirection followed by a surprise. You thought it was a fairy. You had hope in your eyes when you realized it was a fart. Then look, you made that. That look makes Daddy happy. They didn't get it. We go inside. These bitches snitch on me. Tell my wife, they're like, Daddy's making us eat farts.
That's not what happened. That sounds weird.
Like, we're behind the garage. I'm like, fucking take it. My wife explodes. Shouldn't you do that to a little girl? Well, let me tell you something. You want equality in the workplace? You take a fart to the face. That's how that works.
Happened to every boy in here.
Hey, you want to see what a dream smells like? Sure thing, Uncle Dave. Next morning, my daughters wake me up by the young one, the fucking lunatic, straddling my throat. The big one's right next to her going, Daddy, wake up. I got a joke for you. I open my eyes, and the thumbsucker says, guess what's in my hand? Now I'm fucking panicking. I'm thinking, did she find our gun? How's this gonna end? But it dawns on me, every guy knows what's in her hand. What's in her hand? A fart pom-pom. We've all done it. And if you haven't done it as a woman, try it next time. Take a look at that. Like, I'm almost proud as a parent that I taught her a joke. She's using back on me. I'm beaming with pride when I'm like, I don't know, baby, what's in your hand? She says, a punch in the mouth, bam. Oh, I did not see that coming. I don't know what look I made, but it must have been good because these two fell on the ground and started laughing their tits off them. And then they stopped because they realized I'm not laughing. They're like, whoa, it's a joke. I go, yeah, I got it. They're like, is it funny? You go, yeah, it will be when we do it to your mom. These two, their sense of humor is sick. And I say that knowing one morning, this is a while ago, this is when we lived in an apartment. They woke up at 5 in the morning because they're training to be fucking farmers or some shit. Either that or I'm a meth lab out of their closet, I don't know. I see them laughing hysterically on the baby monitor, like two homeless guys who just found a 22. So let's get haircuts. So I go downstairs. But this is what I see. Isla, my lunatic, the one that she's naked, which isn't weird, I know. You're like, oh, really? No, it's not that weird because I don't wear underwear. Apparently, I told her one time, you don't need to. I don't remember. I guess I told her sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. We only know that because that's what she told her preschool teacher on the swing set in a dress, just airing her shit. Bam. Raw dog in the class. Take a look at that.
And the teacher's like, oh my God, Ella, where are your panties? 4 years old.
Sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe. So he was naked, George is in a rocking chair laughing hysterically, and our dog is sitting at the end. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I go, guys, it's really early. What could possibly be this funny? Georgie gets out of the chair, goes, Daddy, you gotta see baby Ayla's new trick. It is hilarious. I said, what is it? She goes, I don't want to spoil it for you, Daddy. You gotta see it, Ayla. Show Daddy. So Ella, my lunatic, my naked one, real quick, takes her finger and shoves it up her ass. Now, hold on. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare. It's 5 in the morning. Do you think I saw that coming? Do you think I could have been like, don't think you're an asshole? No. I don't know that the super nanny couldn't have stopped that, and it's already in there. I mean, I kind of want to see the second part of the trick. She takes it out and puts it in the dog's mouth. Now, hey, I wasn't a fan either. She's telling you. I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? What are you guys, Germans? Georgia gets in my face and goes, calm down, it's funny. I guess you just don't get it. I'm like, I'm a frickin' comedian. What part of that trick's funny? Georgia, without even breaking a smile, she goes, we've been doing it all morning and Mona's never figured out his poop. All right, do it one more time. They do it again. The dog comes back. Oh, the finger. What's on the finger? I'm like, shut up. Do it again. An hour later, my wife woke up. I'm like, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. She's like, but what is it? I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you, Isla. Show mommy and Isla just wham, wham.
And Lightwife's like, what the is wrong with you? Like, give it an hour. I think it's funnier.
Dog doesn't know if you guys have been awesome. Thank you. It's our last night of partying. Everybody will. Well, not you. You live here. But I got to go home and be a dad tomorrow. Yeah. Everyone got the stomach flu, and I got to show up and be daddy on duty. And I've been partying for 2 days, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not a good dad to begin with. I'm the kind of dad, like, okay, yeah, the other day I farted in a McDonald's cup, and I put my hand on it, and I walked it over to my daughters. I was like, girls, you're never going to believe this. But I just caught them wrong. Now there's a part of me who was like, is that the right thing to do? But I got them. You know, as a guy, when you fucking got them, they're like, oh my God, because they believe. No, I'm like, take a look, and they're like, I don't see it. And they start crying. But that's your job as a parent, really, is to explain to them why that's funny. I said, girls, I'm teaching you comedy. Those are the basic principles of comedy misdirection, followed by a surprise.
You thought it was a fairy. You had hope in your eyes when you realized it was a fart. That look you made that.
That look makes Daddy happy. They didn't get it. They go inside. These bitches snitch on me. They tell my wife, they're like, Daddy's making us eat farts. That's not what happened. That sounds weird. Like, we're behind the garage. I'm like, but take it. My wife explodes. You don't do that to a little girl. Well, let me tell you something. You want equality in the workplace, you take a fart to the face. That's how that works. Happened to every boy in here. Hey, you want to see what a dream smells like? Sure thing, Uncle Dave. Next morning, my daughters wake me up by the young one, the fucking lunatic straddling my throat. The big ones were right next door going, Daddy, wake up, we got a joke for you. I open my eyes, and the thumbsucker says, guess what's in my hand? Now I'm fucking panicking. I'm thinking, did she find our gun? How's this gonna end? But it dawns on me, every guy knows what's in her hand. What's in her hand? A fart. Pom-pom. We've all done it. If you haven't done it as a woman, try it next time. Take a look at that. Like, I'm almost proud as a parent that I taught her a joke she's using back on me. I'm beaming with pride when I'm like, I don't know, baby. What's in your hand? She says, a punch in the mouth, damn. Oh, I did not see that coming. I don't know what look I made, but it must have been good, because these two fell on the ground and started laughing. Their tits off. Oh, then they stopped because they realized I'm not laughing. They're like, whoa. It's a joke. I go, yeah, I got it. They're like, is it funny? I go, yeah, it will be when we do it to your mom. These two, their sense of humor is sick. And they say that knowing one morning. This is a while ago. This is when we lived in an apartment. We woke up at 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning because they're training to be fucking farmers or some shit. Either that or a meth lab out of their closet. I don't know. I just hear them laughing hysterically on the baby monitor. Like two homeless guys who just found a 25. And so let's get haircuts. So I go downstairs. This is what I see. I don't know, my lunatic, the one that she's naked, which isn't weird, I know. You're like, oh, really? No, it's not that weird because I don't wear underwear. So apparently I told her one time, you don't need to, I don't remember. I guess I told her sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe. We only know that because that's what she told her preschool teacher on the swing set in a dress, just airing her shit. Bam. Raw dog in the class. And the teacher's like, oh my God, Alpha, where are your panties? 4 years old. Sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe. So I was naked, George is in a rocking chair laughing hysterically, and our dog is sitting at him. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I go, guys, it's really early. What could possibly be this funny? Georgie gets out of the chair, goes, Daddy, you gotta see baby Isla's new trick. It is hilarious. But I said, what is it? She goes, I don't want to spoil it for you, Daddy. You gotta see it. Isla, show Daddy. So I let my lunatic, my naked one, real quick, takes her finger and shoves it up her ass. Now hold on. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare. It's 5 in the morning. Do you think I saw that coming? Do you think I could have been like, don't think you're an asshole? No, I don't know that. The super nanny couldn't have stopped that. And it's already in there. I mean, I kind of want to see the second part of the trick. And she takes it out, puts it in the dog's mouth now. Hey, I wasn't a fan either. I'm just telling you. I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? What are you guys, Germans? Georgia gets in my face. He goes, calm down. It's funny. I guess you just don't get it. I'm like, I'm a freaking comedian. What part of that trick's funny, Georgia? Without even breaking a smile, she goes, we've been doing it all morning, and Mona's never figured out. It's poopus. All right, do it one more time. Then do it again. The dog comes back. What's on the finger? What's on the finger? I'm like, shut up. Do it again. An hour later, my wife woke up. I'm like, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. She's like, what is it? And I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you, Isla. Show mommy. And I just, wham, wham. And my wife's like, what is wrong with you? Like, give it an hour. It gets funnier. The dog doesn't know it's there. You guys have been awesome. The dog doesn't know it's... You guys have been awesome. Thank you. The host trick flip on the Travel Channel, but he's with us before his weekend at the Liberty Funny Boat. Just saw that story about the dude in Australia who passed out and hit himself in the head laughing at thee. Is that the best compliment ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was until I saw the actual star and I was like, whoa, we got lit up. We really did. Choking, but I dated a girl that was so dumb one time. She was literally the dumbest chick. She was afraid to eat pizza alone. She was afraid she'd choke and no one would be there.
Yeah, but that's not what made her dumb.
What? She literally asked me one time, she goes, she gonna be a flight attendant? She goes, does the Concorde, does that go the speed of sound or the speed of light? And I was like, I think you're thinking of the Millennium Falcon. She goes, so wait, when they fly, can they not hear anything? I was like, yeah, that's right. They're coordinating a plane where they all have chalkboards around their neck. They're like, I'm gonna die in cold. She was an idiot. What's up, Kristen? The commercial breaks, we were watching some of your stuff, man. You get up there, you do your thing. I take my shirt off. That's for sure. Like the first thing, you take your shirt off. Yeah, everyone asks me. Conan asked me, why do you take your shirt off? It's like, I wish I had an answer. No, I'm weird. Well, I know my daughter's weird also, so she has tactile problems, and I have tactile problems, I think. Well, does it make you more comfortable? It does. I don't sweat. I feel more comfortable. I don't look good. It's for perimenopausal women, I think. They look at me and they're like, oh, that guy wouldn't cheat on me. That looks cool. You're a safe guy? Yeah. That's a guy who got a life insurance policy.
You'll be dead in 10 years.
I can live out my dreams with a young Spanish boy now. Did you really fight a bear? Did you do this whole thing about what I've done with the marshmallows? Let me tell you something.
I've done everything there is to do in the world.
Have you ever had a bucket list? I've done it all. That have jumped out of a plane with Rachel Ray, fought a bear.
I'm the first person to jump off the stratosphere. Jumped off the world's tallest stadium in Africa. You name it. Travel Channel.
Yeah.
Finding a bear was the dumbest thing I ever did.
I would never do that again. You can't. How do you even go into that? Mentally, how do you prepare yourself? Oh, I want to be famous. Well, the website for the Travel Channel calls you professional fun seeker. Their website sucks.
Yeah, I love traveling, filming with the horrible the internet. They're so bad. They're the greatest people, but man, they are horrible.
All right, but you can see them on the Travel Channel, or you can see them don't. Daddy, my shows are sold out. I don't even know why I'm here, so I don't even need to be here. It's just, you can buy the bear shirt and Brown Friday and go see him at the Liberty, funnybowlocalsoap.com for the showtime.
Oh my God, thunderstorms.
There's thunderstorms. You guys ready? Stay home, don't go out. It's raining. It's just me and you. Want to go to my safe place? I love you guys. We love you. See you later. Let's talk about your forecast. I don't even know how we got on this fucking topic. We're talking, oh, I know, a story I was going to tell, but I think we're going to skip it. I like this. This feels like a storytelling room right now. Maybe I'll slow it. Are you guys leaving or coming or sitting? Are they just toll taps? Are you guys in trouble? That's not how funny you are. Hold on. We're going to tell. We'll tell a joke and you tell me if you like this one, because this is what it's, go after this, okay? How does someone become an abortion doctor? Is there really someone in med school thinking, well, I want to work with kids, but if you like that, come on in? If you didn't like it, I appreciate your sense of... So listen, I want to just say this real quick from my heart. I love this stuff. I love all the helium clubs, but the one in St.
Louis is one of my favorites, and I want you to support great comedy. 3 of my really good friends are coming out, and I just want to tell you so you can write down your calendars.
Ryan Cowan, come check him out. They've got flyers on the table. Tony Hinchcliffe himself. And my best friend is going through some stuff called today. It's been a really rough day. It's arthritis of the jaw. It's like real severe, and it's from his overeating. Apparently it's like a big competitive eater problem. And the doctors have said he eats so quickly in such copious amounts that They wired his jaw shut to stop him from himself. Really, Jesus, it's horrible. And he's stitching, so he can't work for like 2, and he's got to eat through a straw, and the type boots he eat are really hard to grind up, and he'll be here in July. He'll live in St. Louis, so do me a favor. It'll be the first time he gets his wires off. His name is Tom Segura. So let's just real quick. I love him to death, so let's make a toast to Thomas Segura. He's Brett Kreischer, and he's Tom Segura, and we're best friends. Did we do it again? I can't get through this. Oh, okay, what'd you have? Politician? Oh, I put cleaning boats in Tampa. There's a spectrum in there. I'm sure it'd be somewhere in the middle. I'm right. You know I'm right. Cleaning boats in Tampa. Hey, Kreischer. Hey, man, there's some barnacles on the back of that one. Get back in there. Oh, you just write it. Oh, hold on. Okay, taxidermy. I put selling serial killer tour maps. Go, same. You know, this is where Dahmer lives. Yeah. Ooh, hold on, okay. What did you put Gerard Depardieu? I put Gerard Depardieu. Yeah. You guys have a similar lifestyle approach to life. You have fun. Yeah, Gerard Depardieu. It's like, we talked about this before we did it, I know. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to because I don't want to disrepresent your Latino heritage style. Oh, shit. I didn't think about that, so you don't have to either. It's a lot of writing. Okay, who would play Tom? I put Ethan Suplee. I put Zac Efron. I put Ethan Suplee before his weight loss. I put Zac because we have like a similar style, approach. Yeah, I can see that Zephyr shoulder, shoulder. Yeah. Like him in Baywatch. You know what I mean? Yo. Oh, okay. I'll go. Ready? Yeah, go. You go first. I put Breakfast of Champs. I like breakfast. Okay, come hard. Oh, I'm gonna put that in mind. Yeah, true crime doc. Yeah. Treat like brownies or donuts or something. Edible sleep. Okay? I put coffee, burger, powerlifting, pizza, coffee, chicken wings, podcast, coffee, Italian food, edibles, and now come hard. Dude, I think you got me better than I got. That's actually more accurate. Oh, now I'm getting fucking hungry. I went with your breakfast sandwich. Oh, I did Italian turkey with extra mayo. That's awesome. If you get the spicy Italian at Subway and add turkey and ham, yeah, it's like a fucking awesome sandwich. There's your first problem right there, Momo. You can't get Italian subs from Subway. I put suck and stick. I put scream and run because you would do exactly what they tell you not to do. He would scream as loud as possible, run, and then when it was attacking you, you start sucking his dick. He wears those boxer briefs. That is bad. That I know. These are definitely in there. Who would be the first to drink? Burr, definitely me. I'd be like, it's got to be some alcohol in it, right? Hey, if you had a drink, let me drink your piss. I hope you learned something about the power of friendship because we sure did. And so if you would like to learn more about friendship and some wilderness antics, check out my new show, The Cabin, streaming right now on Netflix. Oh, that's got to be on that mic. Hey, everybody. Comedian Burr Kreischer here. And my new show, The Cabin with Burr Kreischer, is premiering on Netflix. And I thought a great way to kick off the premiere is to sit with my bestie, Tom Segura, and take an old trip down memory lane about our episode, which he was very nervous about when we were shooting. Yeah, because of how you pitched it. You're like, I'm just going to be in the woods. Will you come see me? Like, what? That was it? So we're going to look at some clips and we'll talk about the show. You're going to fucking love this. What is that? This is our dinner. That's dinner? Yeah. It's about body. Lean protein, clean body. Fucking shit. Fuck you. Holy shit, the emu, dude. I didn't know it was going to be that real. I don't think I've seen a dead animal up close immediately after it died. And also, it was stuffed into a cooler. It wasn't like the right size. It was like finding a body in a trunk. Exactly what it was like. But it was like finding a 400-pound man's body in the trunk of a beetle. The emu was enormous. And it was just like stuffed in, like they just killed it. And like no one can know. They just stuffed it in there. Yeah, it was startling to see. Man, look at the feet. You just throw the feet. Oh, I missed those. Yeah, that stood out first. Fucking pterodactyl claws sticking out of the cooler. I knew we were getting an emu. I didn't know we were getting an emu. Yeah. It's like when you go, hey, I want to get married and have kids. But you don't really know what that means, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm not leaving the house now for 6 years, right? I'm going to be raising children. I'll be paying for this for the next 30. Exactly. Oh, God. I'm having sex with the same woman for the rest of my life. That's not what you know is going to happen. I remember you saying, like, I don't think I can do this, Sachin. Yeah. Oh, I know. I thought I would definitely be able to do this. And it's amazing how quickly you jumped in and did it. Yeah, and then we had a butcher friend, Tiny or Sweets or something. Sweets. Yeah, Sweets, who was like, you did a really good job with this. You fucked it up. Yeah, did we? Yeah.
It was cool to...
Boy, butcher something with a chainsaw. I'm an emotional wreck. Okay, so let's pull you up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just swipe over your auric field and cut any energetic cords. How hot was the Crystal Cleanse? Crystal Cleanser was a smoke show, and she just sat with 3 degenerates who were drunk and smoking weed all fucking day. He has a lot of repressed sexual desires, you know? Oh my gosh, I'm married, he's repressed. Yeah, like all of us, we're married. We even tie our wives up and spit on their feet, drag them through the house. But now they're married, so you can't do those sexual things no more. He would make me laugh so hard on his commentary. He's like, you don't understand, we're married. We just want to like tie somebody up, come on the forehead and like saying crazy shit. And I could see in her face, she kept being like, okay. But like she had no idea that was the hardest I've ever laughed. Yeah, that was the hardest, I was crying. Do you remember, I was watching her too, and she was handling it so well. And we were like, are we gonna even be in this episode, or is this gonna be Joey monologuing? That's what I thought it was, because his monologues were the funniest. And you can't tell if he's being serious or if he's joking. I was raised by a single mom. My mom would play cards with these women on Tuesday nights, and they would talk about their husbands falling asleep, eating their pussies and shit. And I'd be like 5, playing with like G.I. Joe, going, who falls asleep eating a pussy? I didn't even know what a pussy was. You know what he told me? He does what he's got, I guess, like a fungus toenail. Then he'll shave the fungus and smoke it to see if he can make it. Hi, it's a great pivot, fucking Jesus estoba, miss. What? Suave mediano fuerte. I thought what we'd do is we'd roll 3 regular cigars and then 1 mega joint. Perfect. Ask him if we can roll them now, but can we smoke them now? All right, hold on. Hey, can we roll them now, but then smoke them now? Wait, do you speak English? Do you speak English? No, I'm not coming. You assholes are out. It's like I'm a fucking settler showing up going, hey, I want to teach you guys Christianity. Are you Cuban? Are you Cuban? Are you Cuban? Oh, he's Pakistani? Yeah, he's fucking Cuban. It was an ounce of marijuana. He looked at it and he was like, I don't normally roll this, but like, how will this do? And then he rolled a perfect blunt, you know? Perfect. It was enormous. It was like, I remember being so high. I thought the trees were talking to me and going, don't do anything. People at home, live and learn. This is what you should be doing. Not opiates and that other garbage and putting into your body. Oh, my back hurts. Go yourself, smoke one of these. Your back won't hurt no more. Holy shit. Look at that. God, this guy's good. That's nice. That's a half fucking ounce, Jack. We're gonna see the devil. That was a really fun fucking day.
That day was awesome.
I didn't expect to have that kind of fun. Really? No. I mean, you know, you guys were figuring out the show, yeah. Like literally, they were like, we're figuring this out today. Like, I don't really know what we're doing, kinda, yeah. So for that to be the sentiment to start the day, and you fast forward to the end of the day when like we had done all these crazy things, and it's Crystal and the Inu and smoking cigars and smoking the mega blunt and just laughing, like laughing all day. It was a great day, man. Would you do it again? Yeah, we'd do it again, Heartbeat. That's all. That's all we need to know. Is we just needed a commitment for Fizz 2. Okay, season 2, green. All right, watch this. Season of The Cabin streaming right now on Netflix, Sam. God, the only woman would settle for gay man would be like, no, thanks, let's go to the gym. But a woman's like, well, he probably won't cheat on me. Yeah, fat, I'm fat. I'm so fat. I fall in the shower. Has anyone in here ever fallen in the shower? Fat person. You're not even fat or good. Is that just, I was just trying to wash my foot. Not like doing a trick or anything. Just, and you, let me tell you something. Soon to be fat people. You don't ever want to fall with your girlfriend or your wife, yeah. They get mad at you like you did it on purpose. You're being a gentleman. Right in the corner, out of the water, in the cold part, on that little slopey part. She's in the water like Brooke Shields. You're trying to put in work. Get that foot washed, right? Oh, here we go. All of a sudden you go, and there's a split second where that voice in your head goes, don't worry, I got this covered. And you're like, really? Yeah, grab the curtain. You're like, what? He's like, grab the curtain, okay, hit the ground. Take her out like you're snow skiing. Shampoo bottle goes up your ass. Now, here's the interesting thing. She gets mad at you like you did it on purpose. What are you doing? Which you can't answer because you knocked the wind out of yourself. I can't understand you. What are you doing? I fell. Why would you fall? What do you think? We're playing a game. Yeah, it's slippery, dippery duck, you're it. I fell because I'm fat. Why are you fat? Because I'm married to you. And I don't care what I look like anymore. All right? He is. I'll tell you exactly how stupid she is. If you spend too much time with her, you start getting stupid. Does that make sense? What did you think about those dreams last night, huh? Now we're all looking at each other going, she thinks we have the same dreams. She's 12. For 12 years, she thought we all got the same dreams programmed every night that everyone got the same sex. Like it's must-see TV. But then I'm sitting across from her going, I had 2 dreams about this kid last night. What if she cracked the code? I lean across the table. I go, hey, did you have a dream that I was locked in a trunk? So everyone goes, what the fuck are you doing? We don't have the same dream. Sila kicks me under the table. She goes, I'll talk to you after breakfast. That afternoon, we're going snorkeling, right? We're out on the boat, and I'm watching Ayla look off the side of the boat at the horizon. It looks beautiful. Great moment as a parent to say, hey, baby girl, what are you thinking about? Your kid turns around, dream scenario. Hey, dad, thanks. I go, hey, baby girl, what are you thinking about? She turns around and goes, we should get tattoos. I go, we're not getting tattoos. She goes, no, dad, think about it. If we all got the same one, we'd never regret it. I go, you're 12, Isla. What tattoo would you want? She goes, what's it called when you cover your arm? I go, you want a fucking sleeve? You want to sleep? You want to be the only 8th grader walking into homeroom like it's a jiu-jitsu tournament? What do you want sleeved on your arm? Eilish. He goes, a wolf? Yeah, Dad. His head would start up here, his body would come by my elbow, and his tail would come out to my fingertip. That way you'd know if I was happy, because I'd be wagging my finger. She's turned my daughters into bullies. Yeah, we're watching a documentary the other night, documentary on Gandhi. What I said was, I don't get the whole hunger strike thing. My daughter, Georgia, looks me up and down and goes, no, they don't call me Dad. They have nicknames for me, like Chunk or Fetus. They call me Fetus. They call me Fetus. They had a nickname. They were calling me behind my back for 2 years. We're at dinner one night. Leanne sends a text. Both the girls giggle, oh, good one, Mom. I said, what is it? They said you wouldn't get it. I said, I'm the funniest motherfucker at this table. My comedy's paying for this dinner. Those teeth running by me. It's like, I don't think you'd find it funny. So I go to the bathroom. I come back quick. I look over Alice's shoulder. She's slow. What I see is a series of pictures of me. And the chat thread is titled Baby Walrus. My stomach drops. I sit down at the table. I go, what the fuck is Baby Walrus? They freeze. They're like, oh, it's not what's Baby Walrus. Walrus. It's who's Baby Walrus? They said, who the fuck is Baby Walrus? Isla goes, I think you know who Baby Walrus is. Georgie goes, calm down, Dad. It's just Mom thinks. When you put on fancy clothes, you look like a baby walrus who's trying to escape from the zoo. I looked at Leanna. She goes, then calm down. You actually behave like a baby walrus. I said, no, I don't. And then the waitress came over and she goes, double Tito's and soda, big glass, no lime. I didn't even think I did it. I went, Hala pulls out her phone, Baby Walrus loves vodka, click, click. No, everything has just become fucking absolutes in the States. It's fucking nuts. Like that Colin Kaepernick guy, right? You knew when he was like protesting during the national anthem, no one was gonna listen to what the fuck he had to say, no matter how much he explained it. He goes, I'm taking a knee during the national anthem. This is a protest about police brutality, the way people of color are treated. We'd like to open a dialogue. He got about halfway through that. People like, my brother's fighting in Iraq, you fucking piece of shit. It's just like buddy you. Nobody is saying your brother isn't in Iraq fighting. You're not listening. This is about police brutality. My brother's a firefighter. He wants 911 on television. No. Nobody's saying that. Your brother's not a firefighter. I got a bone spur in my heel. I can still stand up during the fucking song. Buddy, nobody is saying you can't see a fucking podiatrist, all right? You're not listening. That's what it became. You ever try to get abs? You ever try to get all the abs and get that shit down here? You ever try to do it? It's fucking impossible. Past the age of 19, you can't do it without tons of help. You gotta buy all these exercise tapes. If you gotta read about nutrition, you gotta get a personal trainer. Having you fucking run along, you need like your own chef. But he's like, okay, don't eat it yet. Don't eat it yet. All right, now eat it. Start consuming it. All right, stop, slow down. Stop. Spit it out. Spit it out. I told you to stop. Get on the electrical. Now, you like that Brussels sprout? Don't you like that Brussels sprout? Because now you're paying for it. It's a fucking miserable experience just walking around. Your whole body's eating yourself, you know? You want some cake? No, I'll just take a salad. Balsamic vinaigrette on the side, no croutons. Oh my God. When is the photo shoot? I want to kill myself. It's horrible. You ever try to get fat? No, you don't have to. It's effortless. You fucking lay on your back watching your favorite show, just shoveling shit down your throat. What are you doing? I'm getting fat. I'm getting fat. You got a trainer? No one. It's natural. I just eat everything that makes my sugar salt go like, yeah, woo. That comes right in. Nice roll of fucking flab. Look, I didn't come from a family. I don't know about you guys. I didn't come from a touchy-feely, call me when you get there, none of that shit. First time my mom hugged me, I think was like once when I was little. And then when I moved out, that was it. And we only hugged because we knew we were supposed to. So we just tried to like, it was like 2 parking meters came to life. Like we almost bumped heads. It was horrific, fucking horrific. You know, to this day, sometimes I drive down the street and I think about that hug and it's just so, it's so awful. I have to like shout the memory out of my head. I'll just be driving down the street, just be like, Anybody else like that? You ever have to like shout stuff out of your head? Like there's something about me, like all my regret comes up when I'm in the shower. I don't know what it is. I think because I'm in the shower and I have time to think and I'll just think of shit I did in like 3rd grade where I just made an ass of myself. But I just will be in the shower just being like, and my wife's always just like, is everything okay in there? I'll just be like, yeah, just accidentally turn on the hot water. Turned it on too much every day. So yeah, I actually asked my mother one time when I finally got out in the world and I saw how other families interacted. I finally asked her one day. I was like, how come we never did the hugging thing? You know what I mean? How come we didn't do that stuff? She's like, well, I wanted to hug you kids when you were little, but I was afraid it was going to make you gay. And I was like, you were afraid? You were afraid? And then she goes, well, it was your father. That's what it was, protecting him. Like I always do, he was afraid. He said, you don't know how to raise boys. And if you hug them, that's what's going to happen. So in a marriage, there's compromises. Yeah. So she basically never hugged us. Because my dad said if she did, who's going to make us gay? And I got to tell you, that was a great thing that my dad did for me. Let me finish before you start blogging, okay? And I end up on a split screen on Good Morning Atlanta. You know, comedy, can it go too far? Last night as a Sabor's apple sitting there next to some fucking Cheeto eating blogger. So yeah, this is the deal. I'm gonna defend my dad here because this is basically what happens when you have a kid. As far as I know, I don't have any kids. But as far as I would think, if you have a fucking kid, what do you want to do? You want to improve on your childhood, okay? You want to keep the shit that your parents did that worked, and then you want to get rid of the stuff that didn't work. So that was my dad, fucked up as that was his improvement on his childhood that he never talks about, the way a veteran doesn't talk about going to war, you know? So I figured if that was his improvement on his childhood just must have been something like, don't change his shitty diaper, let him figure it out for himself. Get out the rain, you shitty baby. Hey, let me handle this lady. Why are you still standing here, you shit toddler? So he took it from that and knocked it down to don't hug him. It's gonna make him gay, right? And then maybe someday I ever have a kid, I'll whittle it down to like, hey, he's not taking drama class, all right? He's not taking drama class because I said so. Lady, let me handle it. I won't fix everything. Yeah, and that's not a homophobic thing either. That I wouldn't send my hypothetical son to drama class, okay? It isn't. I'd let my hypothetical daughter take a drama class. My son can't fucking do any of that shit unless I'm sending him to one of those fame high schools, you know, where everybody's doing it. One of those creative schools, go to the cafeteria, everybody's like cottage cheese. What is it made of? Right? Like, then he can do all he wants and he can do all the fuck he wants it. I'll tell you on a grand scale, who's helping nobody lose weight is Starbucks. This is true. They have a national training campaign to try to trick you into ordering food, and this is why they know you're going to order a beverage. So they try to lead you into food. Pull into any Starbucks drive-thru and now they greet you. They say, welcome to Starbucks. Like, can we get started for you to eat today? And you're like, wait, what's that? I just wanted coffee. And they're like, no shit, what else do you want? So then you're like, I don't know, sausage. Like, what do you have? I don't respect that. I like my shame straight up and honest. And nobody does that better than the West Coast burger chain. In and out. And if you've never been in and out, get your fucking life together and go. And I want you to go so you can experience the most shameful and honest question in all of fast food. Because you pull up and you go, have a double fries and a Coke. And they go, will you be eating in the car? Yeah, I think so. So they go, I bet you will, you fat fucking pile of garbage. I was in London, Canada. They have one. And doesn't that kind of bother you a little bit? Like when a barely city is like, let's just name it after an awesome city. And they have the nerve to ask you like, how do you like London, the real one, or this turd you put in a dress? Because like the fucking balls on Paris, Tennessee to name their city Paris. And then they built a mini Eiffel Tower, like you're gonna walk around confused, like, well, bonjour. I don't even know where I'm at. Can I get me a croissant? Fuck Paris, Tennessee. I can remember the first time we ever talked about weed, because it was Christmas Day. That's why I stood out. I was 12 years old. I think my sister brought it up. She was like, I want to smoke weed. And my dad goes, you want to know what I think of marijuana? And I was genuinely curious. I go, what, Dad? He goes, I was at a party one time and somebody pulled out a marijuana cigarette. And I said, I'm out of here. And I was like, cool story, nerd. You got any other ones? And he goes, well, yeah, one time I was in Vietnam and some Viet Cong tried to sell my Marines marijuana. So I found him and I picked him up by his throat and I threw him on the ground and I put my M16 in his face. And I said, if you ever come here again, I'll fucking kill you. And I go, do you have any stories in between those two stories? Jesus, it's Christmas, bro, goddamn. I'm not making fun of you if you're religious. I think that's great, any faith, Christian, Muslim, Jew. But if you're a Scientologist, you can go fuck yourself. But yeah, because it's not old, it's gotta be old. I think it's fair to say sometimes I don't want to hear about it, you know? You know, like working out, getting high. That's a bummer, right? Like when there's pills and cash and tits out, and someone's like, have you thought about accepting the Lord into your life? And you're like, I'm trying to make bad decisions. Why are you doing this to me? That and pre-sex, that is the worst. During sex, assalamu alaikum, anything goes. But pre-sex, like right before. And the girl's like, oh, what if God's watching us? And you're like, what? What if God is watching us? Of course he's watching us. He sees everything. And this is hands down his favorite. Yeah, I bought weed from a dude in a standalone trailer one time. Not a trailer park, a solo trailer. The most terrifying housing situation that exists. Like where other trailer people are like, get thee out of here, they kick them out. I just walk up to that 15, this dude's like, you trying to get a sack? I was like, oh yeah. He goes, we could go do that. I was like, all right, cool. He goes, we just need to go get it. I was like, you don't fucking have it. Isn't that your sole responsibility? So I tried to play cool. I was like, all right, let's go get it. He goes, I'll go get it. You stay here and watch my place. And I was like, okay. And he goes, there's a 357 and a shotgun on my bed. Anybody comes in here, blast them inside, paralysis. But what I said was, that's what's up. Like, yeah, man, being married, so nice. I never knew relationships were supposed to make you feel better about yourself. That's not really a joke. That's just a little sweet thing I like to say, because I've been in relationships where I got cheated on, like long ones. I don't know if you've ever been in a long relationship where you got cheated on, but it changes your whole worldview. Because like when I was a kid, I used to watch America's Most Wanted, you know how kids do, and I would always think to myself, how could another person kill someone? How could a human being kill another human being? And then I got cheated on, and I was like, oh, okay, I got it. I'm not gonna do it, but I totally get it. And I don't mean in that way of like, no one else can have you. Like, I don't care about that. It's just creepy you have an ex out there after things have ended badly. They have a lot of information.
Anyone who's seen my dick and met my parents needs to die. I can't have him roaming around strange. The passage of time, I'm not that old. I'm 35. That is not old. But I am in a new phase right before old called gross.
I never knew about this, but I am now gross. I am damp all the time. I am damp now, and I will be damp later.
Like the back of a dolphin, not back. I am slick. The butt part of my pants is a little damp a lot. I don't think it's anything serious, but isn't it though? And I'll be sitting at a restaurant, and I'll get up and I'll be like, what did I sit in? And it was me, I'm gross now.
I've been talking through burps. I never used to do this. When I was a kid and I wanted to burp, I'd be like, silence block. Now I'm trying to like push them down and muscle through them. I'll be at dinner just doing the bread and the seltzer filling up like a hot air balloon. And then I'm like, did you say that you were going to Italy? Because we have a travel agent. She has a travel agent. I'm going to the kitchen. Does anyone need anything for the... Does anyone need to just take a pause? John, I'm gross. I have hair on my shoulders now. I don't even have a joke for that. That's how much I hate that shit. I was sitting up in bed a few weeks ago, like, you know, life. And my wife was rubbing my shoulders, which was very nice of her. But then she started singing to herself, monkey, monkey, monkey man, monkey, monkey, monkey man. Not at me, not to be mean. This was a song from deep in her subconscious. I don't even think she was aware she was singing it, but it was certainly not the first time she had sung it. I don't know what my body is for other than just taking my head from room to room. Oh. And it's not getting any better. I'm 35, but I'm still like, hey, when am I going to get big and strong? This is it. This is it. It's just going to be this. I'm like an iPhone. It's going to be worse versions of this every year. Plus, I get super hot in the middle of the afternoon for no reason. As I get older, it's tough to not get grumpy. It's tempting. I get grumpy about some things. Like, I can't listen to any new songs because every new song is about how tonight is the night and how we only have tonight. That is such 19-year-old horseshit. I want to write songs for people in their 30s called Tonight's No Good. How about Wednesday? Oh, you're in Dallas on Wednesday. Oh, okay. Well, then let's just not see each other for 8th and it doesn't matter at all. The weirdest thing when I was like a kid was how much they scared us about smoking weed. They scared us about it constantly. And I've been on tour this year. Marijuana is legal in like 18 or 19 states in some form or another. It's insane. Yeah. Well, all right, don't worry if you're white. It's always been legal for us. Come on, sir. We don't go to jail for marijuana, you silly Billy. When I was arrested with a one-hitter at a Rusted Root concert, I did not serve hard time. I think I got an award. 18 or 19 states. And by the way, I agree. It's a very good thing. But it's also a really weird thing because this is the first time I've ever seen a law change because the government is just like, fine. You know, I've never seen it before, like gay marriage and healthcare. We have to battle it out in the Supreme Court and be like, gay people are humans. And they're like, we'll think about it. But with weed, it was just something we wanted really badly. And we kept asking them for 40 years, like, excuse me. And then suddenly the government became like cool parents, and they're just like, okay, here, take a little. We'd rather you do it in the house than go somewhere else. Blah, 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 blah. Everything is too fast now and totally unreasonable. The world is run by computers. The world's run by robots. And we spend most of our day telling them that we're not a robot just to log on and look at our own stuff all day long. May I see my stuff, please? I smell a robot. Proof, 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 proof to me. You're not a robot. Look at these curvy letters. Much curvier than most letters, wouldn't you say? No robot could ever read these. You look mortal if you be. You look and then you type what you think you see. Is it an E or is it a 3? That's up to you. The passwords have passed. You've correctly guessed. But now it's time for the robot test. That's a devised a question no robot could ever answer. Which of these pictures does not have a stop sign in it? Fucking what? You spend most of your day telling a robot that you're not a robot? Think about that for 2 minutes and tell me you don't want to walk into the ocean.